Richmond County solid waste employees picked up nearly the amount of trash in January of this year as they did the previous 2 months combined. According to the monthly solid waste report, a total of 9.66 tons of litter were collected from local roads in the first month of the year. Workers reportedly filled 323 bags from 33 roads, some of which were cleared multiple times. They also picked up 6 tires and investigated 3 illegal dump sites. One explanation for the increased weight is that more roads were cleared than usual. The county and North Carolina Department of Transportation generally clean around 25 roads per month. A breakdown by road is not available for October 2022 through January of 2023. However, the most problematic areas are usually south of Mill Road in the East Rockingham area and Wiregrass Road between Rockingham and Hamlet. Departmental records show 63.6 tons of litter were picked up in 2022, surpassing the previous year by more than 3 tons. Illegal dumping also continues to be a problem. The county will once again be participating in the North Carolina Department of Transportation Spring Litter Sweep from April 17th through the 22nd, according to County Manager Brian Lamb. In 2022, 213 volunteers, mostly from 19 groups, picked up 155 bags for a total of 1,920 pounds of litter. 21 volunteers from across the community took the time on early Thursday morning to read to students at Mineral Springs Elementary. Schools across Richmond County have been celebrating Read Across America Week, which runs from March 6th through the 2nd to commemorate the birth of author and cartoonist Dr. Seuss. The lunch menu on Thursday, which would have been Seuss's birthday, was an homage to the classic green eggs and ham, although the eggs weren't green. Education board members, school employees, business leaders, and the law enforcement were among those who read to students. If NASCAR would decide to bring a Cup Series race back to the storied Rockingham Speedway, 35% of fans would rather it be in the spring. For nearly 4 decades, the Rock hosted the first of its 2 Cup events in late February or early March, and its second in October or early November. Many fans recall the cold weather races, which may have prompted them to pick up early May in a recent RO online poll. With 1,446 votes cast from February 20th through March 1st, 514 respondents chose the first weekend of May, which is one of 2 of Kansas Speedway's races in the year. Using the current NASCAR schedule as a guide, that would have the racing series in the Carolinas for the entire month, with the following races at Darlington Raceway, North Wilkesboro Speedway, and Charlotte Motor Speedway. The second most popular choice, with nearly 26.5% of the vote, is the second weekend of September, which is also the other Kansas date. That would give the Rock a race during the playoffs. That date will be bookended by Darlington Raceway and Bristol Motor Speedway. Rockingham's traditional post-Daytona race received only 12.31% of the vote, and the pre-Daytona Busch Light Clash exhibition race came in at 5.81%. The Speedway's Justin Jones told the RO that fans had expressed interest in having a race in warmer months. However, it should be noted that several days this past February exceeded 78 degrees. There could be a possibility of NASCAR returning in February in 2024. While the schedule has not yet been announced, media outlets have reported that Auto Club Speedway in Fontana, California will not host a race next year since it will be converted from a 2-mile track to a half-mile track. That tentatively leaves Rockingham's original date open. Meanwhile, the Speedway crew is prepping for the 2nd annual open house on Saturday. The event, which will run from 10 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., will feature exhibitions from stock car classics on the oval and a demonstration on the infield road course by MB Drift. The Allison Legacy Race Series will kick off its season for the 2nd consecutive year on the Roval. Former NASCAR driver Donnie Allison, who won 2 races at the Rock, and author Will Cronkite will both be signing autographs. Parking and admission are both free. Facing a full count with 2 outs in the top of the 7th inning and the tying run at third base, senior Ethan Clayton did more than just knot the game on Thursday. On the offering from relief pitcher Camden Hunt, Clayton barreled up a 2-run homer to straightaway center field, recording the eventual game-running win. Clayton's first long ball of the season helped the Richmond Raider baseball team erase a late inning deficit and earn a 4-3 win over Purnell Swept. and what head coach Rob Ransom called a really good high school baseball game. Starting pitchers Cameron Seagraves and the Rams' Keithan Hutt battled it out for a majority of the game. The Raiders opened conference play on Tuesday at Southern Lee. During last season's 3 meetings, the Raiders won the second game, which was on the road. The game will get started at 7 p.m. When we return, we've got your Live at 5 weather report. It's coming up after the break, so stay tuned.
Hometown heroes? Well, maybe. When it comes to backyard comfort and no pesky mosquitoes, call Brown Termite and Pest Control at 910-895-6410 or 910-276-8870. Their team of superheroes can take back control of your paradise. That's 910-895-6410 today.
McNair Auto Sales is the place to buy your pre-owned car, truck, or van. To be the best, it takes big selection, friendly staff, and great pricing. We guarantee a no-hassle buying experience, and financing is available right on site. So come see us today. We're located at 1026 East Broad Avenue in Rockingham. And remember, with over 40 years of experience, you know McNair is the name you can trust.
At Richmond County Hospice, we strive to provide high-quality care to our patients and their families. Whether it's the incredible hospitality at the Haven House or from the comfort of your own home, you can count on Hospice to be there for you. We also offer monthly grief support groups, and our chaplain will be there to hold your hand in prayer. Through our amazing staff and our volunteers, Hospice has made difficult times easier for our community. Call the number on your screen if you feel that you or your loved one may benefit from our services. Richmond County Hospice. Peace, comfort, dignity.
And welcome to your Live at 5 weather report, Shane. Hope your Friday is going well. It's been a pretty nice one overall. Nice warm weather forecasted for the rest of the day today, as we started off with just a little bit of rainfall this morning and into the late parts of last night. But we aren't expecting any of that today. For the rest of the day, rather, there is a slight 20% chance to later on around midnight, but overall looking pretty good for this evening. 6 o'clock, 74 degrees, 9 o'clock, 71, and 11 o'clock, 68 degrees. We'll have a 6:16 p.m. sunset and a waxing gibbous moon phase out tonight. Looking at forecast for tomorrow, sunny skies all day long tomorrow, and the weekend is going to be looking fantastic with those sets of temperatures hanging around. Cumberland County a high of 69, a low of 50. Hope County a high of 69 and a low of 49. Robeson County a high of 70, low of 51. Same for Scotland County, up in Moore a high of 67 and a low of 48. Here in Richmond County, high of 68, low of 49, with Marlboro County at a high of 69 and a low of 50. And across the PD in Anson County, same as Richmond County with a high of 68 and a low of 49. Looking at 7-day forecast, sunshine as far as we can see, at least up until Thursday and Friday, where some clouds and rain come in. But looking fantastic for the weekend. High of 68, low of 49 for Saturday. High of 67, low of 41 for Sunday. Finally, a really nice weekend ahead. And then Monday, continuing on with sunny skies, a high of 72 and a low of 41. Followed up by Tuesday with a high of 76 and a low of 51. And Wednesday, high of 62, low of 39. Gonna be a little bit chilly for that day on the low side, but we'll get into 60s again for Thursday with cloudy skies. High of 61, low of 40. And then Friday, we do have a pretty big chance of rain. It'll be a high of 48 and a low of 43 as well, with a 70% chance of precipitation. So Friday looking to be a pretty cold one coming up with some really cold rain in play. So weekend looking fantastic. Enjoy while you got it, because definitely it's going to start getting colder again. Hey, tomorrow, we talked about it earlier in the show, open house for Rockingham Speedway is tomorrow. Fantastic day for weather out there. It'll be awesome to definitely see that come into play in the weekends ahead. Just want to have weekends like this every single weekend. It'd just be great. And that's going to do it for your Live at 5 weather report and for tonight's edition of Live at 5. For the latest news, sports, and events happening in Richmond County, you can always visit richmondobserver.com or download the free RO app for your mobile devices. For the Live at 5 crew, I'm Russell Parker. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on Monday. Good night and have a great weekend, Richmond County.